Welcome back, everybody. It's Kobe's Firewood. Today we're going to take a break from the firewood videos, and I'm going to talk about one of my biggest pieces of equipment that I have. That's my 2001 F250. To me, it's one of the best firewood trucks you can get on a budget, and I'm going to show y'all why and what I like about it, and hope y'all enjoy. I'm going to show y'all my most favorite thing about this truck. And no, it's not the dinging. That is my biggest complaint about the truck so far, is that this thing dings nonstop. You can take the key out, still dings. I don't understand it, but it's just a little inconvenience. But anyway, here's my favorite part about the truck. The greatest engine Ford has ever made. The 7.3 Powerstroke. Now, it's slow compared to the new 6.7s, and it doesn't have as much power, but it's probably 10 times more reliable, and it gets the job done. It's hauled plenty of firewood so far, and I hope it keeps doing it. And yeah, let me know if I should put a air intake into this. This is just stock. I hear mixed things about it. I'm thinking about going with the S&B cold air intake. Y'all just let me know down in the comments what I should do. And this is probably the second biggest inconvenience besides the non-stop dinging, the lock-in hubs. I know I've heard people say they're more reliable and things like that, but it's kind of inconvenient. You got to get out, turn them, lock them in, walk around to the other side, do the same thing, and then whenever you're done, I always hear that it's best to keep them unlocked, because if you run them on the highway at high speeds all the time locked in, it'll wear them out. You'll have to replace them. I'm not sure how true that is, but I always unlock them to be sure. But yeah, like I said, it's kind of inconvenient. I'm used to either pulling a handle back or flipping a switch and it comes on. But like I said, I'm glad it's four-wheel drive, and that's kind of my only option. And I'm running the Kumho ATs 285s. Y'all let me know what y'all's favorite tire is on these trucks. I'm not. This is the first diesel truck I've had, so I'm not exactly sure what would be the best tire to run. They lock in okay, but they're not as much grip as I'd like. So y'all let me know what tire y'all like. I'm thinking about some BFGs or maybe some Toyos. So y'all just let me know what y'all like the best. All right, now y'all follow me on the inside. It's not the best interior. Like I said, it's an '01 model, so it's a little outdated, but I like it. I like the outdated stuff. It is an extended cab, so it comes with a free indoor toolbox if you cut firewood like I do. And like I was saying earlier, my most favorite part of the truck is this Hydra tuner. It is selectable. I've got 8 different modes I can select through, and you can do it while you drive. You can be running 50 miles an hour and change it, and it never miss a beat. And like I said, it's got stock radio. Wanting to get a big touch screen with a backup camera. Y'all let me know what y'all running in y'all's truck. I know there's so many different options, and I'd like the best. If y'all know, if y'all back up to a lot of trailers by yourself, it gets pretty old. So, like I said, on my Christmas list this year from my wonderful camera woman will be a new radio with a backup camera. So, y'all let me know which one she should buy. And here's my brake controller. I've never actually pulled a trailer that had brakes in it, so I can't really tell you much about it. Planning on getting one hopefully here soon, so hopefully I can report to y'all. Here's my four-wheel drive. This is the first truck I've had electric, but like I said, if you don't have the hubs locked in, this isn't going to do anything. And we're probably finna do a little driving. This is the inside for the most part. It's a pretty straight truck. It's got 174,000 miles. I've did my 5,000 mile oil change, so I've got about a little over 5,000 miles on it now. It's been great, and it's got these glow shift gauges in it, which I love. It tells you a lot about what it's doing, and like I said, I'll show y'all more about it when we get it out on the road. And this is probably my second favorite part of this truck. I'll show y'all my first here in a minute, but the exhaust, it's straight piped. It's a 4-inch exhaust all the way back, and it's a little loud, but I love it. The turbo whistle, I love getting on it and it blowing a little smoke out. I don't know, it just really makes the truck. You can't straight pipe a gas truck and make it sound this good. So, and I've drove one that didn't have the exhaust opened up on it, and you can definitely tell difference between both of them. This one's a lot more opened up. It'll get up and go a little bit better. It pulls a little bit better. So I would definitely recommend straight piping your 7.3 if you've got one. And it's just fun. Even if you don't need it for the power, it's fun to listen to, fun to drive with. All right, and don't be like me and be hesitant to get a diesel for so long because you're scared it won't be able to get around your place as well. And I'll show y'all. I'm in two-wheel drive right now, which it is dry. It's been dry for a while, but like I said, it still impressed me how good it does, off the road. I know it's a heavy truck, but it does pretty well. See, we're in two-wheel drive here, just kind of putting along, and my dog's in the way. Old Bruiser Man, look at him. But here we go up the hill, and it's a pretty steep hill. I don't know if the camera's really doing it justice, but we hadn't spun, and we're doing just fine. No issues at all. Like I said, now, I had a Frontier before this. I wouldn't go nowhere the places I would in this as my Frontier, but then again, I wouldn't pull all the things I pull with this truck on Frontier, so that's it. All right, and this thing does, it's got a solid rear axle, so it's going to ride a little rough out on the road, but like I said, it's an 01 model. I wasn't expecting to get a Cadillac. And like I said earlier about the Hydra Tuna, we're in 3 now, which is, they're different on each truck depending on how you tune them, but this is like pretty much stock horsepower. And see, I bumped it up to 4. I think it adds about 20 horsepower, and 5's like 30 or 40, and then 6, which I would not recommend driving in all the time, it adds 100 extra horsepower, which is fun, but like I said, it's an older truck. You don't want to be gouging on it all the time at 6 because you will be in the transmission shop or the rear end shop, which like I said is fun. And then you got 7, that's just a towing tune. It makes your gears a little bit longer. 8's the same thing, it's just a little bit more heavier duty. Like I said, I'm going 50 right now, and it's not missing a beat, changing between all these things. And it's a pretty fun drive. I average about anywhere between 13 and 15, and that's pulling loads of firewood. So, like I said, it's a lot better. When I had my Frontier, I was averaging about 8 pulling a load, and honestly, it had the V6 in it, so I wasn't averaging but about 12 miles a gallon. So I've been impressed with fuel mileage so far, being old as it is, and it's just all around a good truck. Now we're going to go up here out on the open road, and I'm going to open it up a little bit. All right, now I'm going to bump it into something I told you not to do, the one that adds 100 horsepower, just kind of show y'all what all it'll do for it. And it's still a 7.3 at the end of the day, so it's still slow. But to me, that kind of took me back because, like I said, I test drove one before this that was completely stock, and it did not do that. So, like I said, I would definitely invest into the Hydra if you want a little bit more power out of your 7.3. And like I said, we're out on the road now, and it's a little bit of a rough ride, but for a over 20-year-old diesel truck, it does pretty good. And pretty much that's all. And another thing, the air conditioner will blow you out of here. This thing has a wonderful air conditioner, and I drove a truck without AC, and I will never go back to that ever again. So, like I said, if you're looking for a good, cheap diesel truck, I'll definitely be looking for a good 7.3. And y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all want to see next, any certain videos y'all want to see. I know it's been a lot of firewood stuff, but this is about as far as I want to get away from doing firewood. And the only reason I'm doing this because this is, one of my main firewood pieces of equipment right now. And y'all just make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope y'all keep watching. Thank you.